Hi guys. Hope missed you at our WebEx meeting earlier today and this evening. So I wanted to give you a little video so that you could see what I had talked about, so you can see how things are going to be working for these next couple of weeks. So as you can see here, there are some office hours that we're going to hold, and that is where I will reply to any questions that you have or touch base with you. So definitely I'll be checking my emails and seeing if there's any extra communication I need to do with you from 10 to 11 and 4 to 5 in the afternoon. But let's go ahead and talk about what's going to happen in terms of, let's see here, I'm going to go back. Let's talk about what's going to happen the next 2 weeks. Okay, so first and foremost, the district has made, they had a district created choice board. And I saw that this went out on social media tonight, and it's on the district webpage. So you can open that up and start that on Tuesday. So start that tomorrow. And the idea is this gives you guys an opportunity to do some enrichment with things that you've already done. So the idea is there will be no new material covered during these 2 weeks when there's lots of different things happening, when we're seeing what all's going on and deciding if in 2 weeks we'll go to more online learning, or if we will be getting back to go to school. So, but there are some people who did not finish out the material that we had covered before spring break. So, for those people who did not get to cover that material or finish covering up that material, I'm going to be holding some specific review sessions for you, or if anybody else just did not feel comfortable with that material and you want to participate in the reviews, you are more than welcome to. But those are going to happen at noon every day on WebEx or WebEx, and I'll show you how to get to that here shortly. But we won't begin our full-time assignments and full-time online learning until we go back to school, or we start that online on April 6th. Now, let's talk about what the College Board has done. So first and foremost, the College Board has decided to reduce the amount of curriculum required for this year's credit. Okay. Of course, there's extenuating circumstances all over the whole world. So when they've had situations like that, they've been allowed by colleges and universities and such to reduce the curriculum. And in this case, we go from having to do 9 units to 7 units. And the good thing is that we covered and finished covering that 7th unit right before spring break. So we quizzed on it. We did not quite get to test on it and do the full assessment. We were going to do that this next week, or this week actually. But we did in class learn everything with the exception of 2 small items that are small, and I usually just teach those right before the AP exam anyway. So the bottom line is we are in good shape as far as the curriculum that we have learned, and basically we'll just be reviewing it and solidifying it and making sure that we are confident in how we do it in free response format. So College Board has decided that it is going to continue to offer the AP statistics exam, or all the AP exams. The interesting thing is they're going to do them at home. So have no idea exactly how that's going to work, but they'll let us know. And we'll pass that on to you when we find that out. So the thing that you need to know whenever you're doing this, making your decision about, moving forward and taking the AP exam, is they are offering refunds for that. I'm not exactly sure if it's full or partial or what, but that's an option. But keep in mind, I do anticipate that you will be prepared if you continue to work with me through this year. And the other thing, though, is that the AP exam will be free response only. So while in the past it has been 90 minutes for I think it was, 90 minutes for the multiple choice and 90 minutes for the free response. They are shortening it quite a bit, so I'm not exactly sure how that's going to look. I think they even said it's a 45-minute test of free response questions. So we'll see how that goes. College Board has said that by Friday, April 3rd, they will give us the information on what that test will look like and how it will be formatted exactly. And so then I'll be able to pass that on to you. All right, so where do we go from here? Well, you need to decide which one of these categories you fall into. So if you are one of the ones here on the left where you are behind, then you definitely want to make sure that you are meeting with me at noon in the WebEx online forum meeting. We'll have a Meet online meeting so that we can get you caught up to where everybody else was before spring break, okay? And if you were on track, then you are working on the choice board that the district has put out and wanting you to do your enrichment with. But if you would like to additionally participate with AP statistics specific information, then I would like to just practice review items with you in free response format. Now, this first week, what I have is to go over free response questions that you actually have already done, but we were not able to go over with in class just because we had limited time. So I'm going to start with free response questions from the last packet and go over those more thoroughly. Now that we kind of have this time to sit and absorb the information and really think about it and it's not everything so pressing, then we're going to be able to do that. So every day I'm going to post 2 AP free response questions that have been in your past packets. So you would have those. And I'm starting with our most recent packet. And then at 1:30 every day, we're going to have our StatCat Power Hour where we'll go over, it probably may not even last an hour, but we'll go over those free response questions. So here's some ways to contact me. The typical email that I have is the aletoisd.org, but since you should really be using your g.aletoisd account and checking your email on that, then I'll be checking mine as well because that's an easy way to communicate back and forth frequently. If you do I'll be looking at the mcclellan.g.aletoisd.org account. Of course, I sent you that and on the Google Classroom. And so I'll show you those items. First, let me show you what the Google Classroom page looks like. This is all there is. It's real simple. I have basically 3 links. A quick link to the lesson plan page. So if you look at the very first thing down at the bottom, it's the lesson plan page. The one above it is the teacher page, which you may or may not use. And then the newest one up at the top says Cisco WebEx McClellan's meeting link. That is the online meeting that we will have, and it's consistently at that location. So I don't have to send you a different link for each meeting. That is where, when I have a meeting, that is the link that I'll be opening up. All right. So when you go to the lesson plan page, then today looks like this. It says Monday, COVID-19 at home day 1, and I'm going to put the video in there. But I want to draw your attention to the bottom. At the bottom of the day, it says attachments. And down there at the bottom, it says COVID-19 Day 1 AP FRQs. So if you open that up, then you will see it says it's titled COVID-19 Day 1 AP FRQs. And it says these are found on page 13 and 14 in your most recent packet. But then I also put them there again. So if you don't have that other packet, or if you want a blank page to do them again, then you have it available to you. So those are the problems that I'm going to go over tomorrow in StatCat Power Hour at 1:30. Okay, so you can see here on Tuesday, there I listened. This is what every day will look like from now on. I have the day 2, and it has my office hours of when I'll be answering my emails. And then there is the WebEx meeting link. And so you go to WebEx online and open an account, or you get your app and open an account. And in the notes, it says chapters 24 and 25, help session at noon, APFRQ power hour at 1:30. And then there's the attachment for the next day's power hour. Okay, so that's how I'm going to guide you through these 2 weeks. We have got an excellent opportunity to really um, sit on the material that we've already learned and absorb it and strengthen it and really enrich it. And I think that's going to be a big difference in your understanding of everything. So, let me just go ahead and put this back up there. So here again are the remind codes if you did not get them, and the Google Classroom code if you need that, so that you can be in touch with everything that we're doing. And I hope to see you at one of the meetings at noon or at 1:30.